Hello everybody and welcome to the United... No, I was just on the United stand and guess what? The funniest story was I ended that stream and I came over to here. It's half-time, Aston Villa against Sheffield United. What a disgrace. What a disgrace. I don't know. I can't speak. I'm disgusted. I'm absolutely disgusted. I can't believe it. You know what? I was meant to be doing a watch-along for this game. Then I thought Man United were going to get this announcement about Sir Jim. So I sort of ran out of time to start at 8 because I had to do the United stand. But I've had the game on while I was doing the United stand at 8 o'clock. And I've got to do a poll on this. Was it a penalty on Watkins when he was pushed in the back? Because I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I really can't. So I'm going to ask you straight away, was it a penalty on Watkins? Yes or no? Because I'm absolutely convinced. He also has a tug on his shirt as well. But I'm absolutely convinced it was a penalty. I think it's a disgrace. Absolute disgrace. And yeah, I just don't subscribe to any of you that it wasn't a penalty. He shoves him in the back. It's forcefully. I mean, to be honest with you, you know what it is. You know what it is. I think we're paying the price of the Newcastle Arsenal game. And I knew this was going to happen, and Villa are a victim of it, and Arsenal were a victim of it, because remember that Joel Linton goal where he shoves Gabriel in the back and it should have been a foul. I knew this was going to happen. I said it on the podcast. We're going to get a lot of these shoves now where they're not a penalty because they've got to justify the Arsenal thing. And if they'd given a penalty for that today, Arsenal fans quite rightly would have said, well, why wasn't it a shove on Gabriel? And I think that they've backed themselves into a corner now where you get blatant shoves in the back of players and they're going, it's not a foul. And again, they just haven't played the game. They haven't played the game. My mate's seen Maguire out in Sheffield at the Botanist, says Cameron. Well, he is injured, mate. But it's incredible to me. I mean, I was doing the United stand at the time, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, it's just a blatant fucking penalty. Blatant penalty. Paula says, Mark, who cares? We don't want Villa to win. I want Villa to win. Why don't we want Villa to win? I want Villa to win the league. I mean, Man United. I'm not a United fan sat here going, I don't want Villa to win. I mean, that is the most miserable, anti-fun approach to have in the world, because that symbolises you think United are good enough to catch Aston Villa. We're not catching Aston Villa. They're way better than us. I hope we can beat them on Boxing Day and take 3 points, but I want them to win the league. The biggest issue I have with refs is that they rely too much on VAR. They have become lazy because they know they can wait for VAR, says Slow Sports News. But yeah, 69% of you said it was a penalty. 31% of you say no. Is that because you're a Liverpool fan or an Arsenal fan? Or is it because you actually think that's not a foul? I mean, if you've not seen it, Ollie Watkins is there. He two hands pushes him in the back. Anywhere else on the pitch, it's a foul. So why is it not a penalty? I think it's a disgusting decision. Tahir says Villa should have had 3 penalties. So there we go. Mark, Spurs Everton watch along. No, tomorrow. Busy day tomorrow for me. I've got to wrap some presents. I've got to go and do some shopping. It's the day before Christmas Eve. I've got Man United against West Ham at 12 o'clock on the United stand. I've got Liverpool against Arsenal here at 5 o'clock. And then I've got TalkSport straight after at 7:30. So I can't do a 3 o'clock game because it's just not going to work. So I'll be keeping an eye on the 3 o'clocks, but I won't be able to do it, unfortunately. I think it'll be an interesting game, Spurs-Everton, but I fancy Spurs to win that. I really do. Can I also give you a massive shout-out, everybody who's watched the video that we did today, the Wembley World Cup challenge that we did, made some cracking saves. Part 2 comes out Christmas Eve. There's a horrible injury in that. I can't say too much, but I've been moaning about my fingers. That's where it happened. I've been moaning about my fingers. Episode 2, that's where it happened. You'll get it there. But It was a foul, but why would you push a player like that inside the penalty box? That was honestly a stupid decision, and he's very lucky to have gotten away with it. Well, you shouldn't be getting away with it. You shouldn't be getting away with it when you've got VAR. It's disgusting, absolutely disgusting. But it's 0-0 at half-time. As you can see, they've got they've had 78% possession, 6 shots, 1 on target, 22% possession for Sheffield United, no shots, nothing on target, 56% pass accuracy. I mean, look, as people say you're a little bit harsh on Sheffield United and Luton. I don't think I'm harsh enough. Look at that shit. Look at it. This is why I'm harsh on Sheffield United and Luton. They're not good enough for this league. It's not their fault. Well done. Well done. You're not good enough, though. They are absolutely not good enough for this league. All they can do is go and park the bus. They're like Man United at Liverpool. They're not good enough. They're just cannon fodder, says Sam. Although, to be fair to them, guess who they've got? It's a Christmas present for one of them because they've got each other on Boxing Day at 3 o'clock. Sheffield United play Luton. So they'll all be singing, "Can we play you every..." It's going to be a draw, isn't it? But that's a massive opportunity for Sheffield United or Luton to get 3 points. Al Delete says, do you think Luton are better than Sheffield United and Burnley? I mean, Burnley have been a right letdown. I don't put Burnley in the same category as Luton and Sheffield United. I think Luton and Sheffield United have got an excuse. I think Burnley were down in the Championship for 1 year, played like they were prime Brazil, and then they come back up and they play like the prime Sheffield United. Yeah. 68% said it was penalty. Harry Physique says, I've triggered Man City fans channel live about difference in Manchester trebles. Pundits, well done. Man United won the treble, still spoken about. City fans were losing mind because it's more historical, says Harry Physique. Thank you very much. Fair play for going on a Man City fan channel. How many viewers did it have? About 6. I've heard that to boost their numbers, the presenters actually put it on in every device in their house to boost the views. Mark, better don't come up with a video title crisis when talking about VAR, says Daniel. Well, for Villa, it's about finding the back of the net here. That's what this second half's about. They take 1-0. They would take 1-0. Thanks everyone who's tuning in, by the way. A bit of an impromptu. I don't think I've ever done this before. Literally just a second half watch along. So we are here. I was meant to do a watch along. What I was meant to do tonight, I was meant to do 7 o'clock United stand and then on to here for 8 o'clock for a watch along. But unfortunately, all day it's been leaked that Man United were going to announce this Sir Jim Radcliffe deal. It gets to 5 o'clock and you think, well, it's not going to happen now. But there was still talk that they were trying to get it done. So I was like, well, I can't do United stand at 7 and then it gets announced and I can't do the watch along anyway. So I cancelled doing this. And then I was like, well, I could do the second half, which is what I've done. And actually, with it being 0-0 in the first half, it makes it quite good, doesn't it? If you knew it was going to be 0-0 at half time, you could miss the first half. Jasmine's got to work on Christmas Day due to a clause in my contract. What do you do, Jasmine? I mean, I presume you're not you're not self-employed because you know you can pick your own hours then, can't you? I'm not saying you're a prostitute or anything like that. You could be a plumber or a plasterer or something like that. You obviously work for somebody. Oh, it's the joke, Santa Claus, isn't it? I missed the joke. Over my head. She's not working, really, Jasmine. I felt sorry for you for a moment. I wish you were bloody working now, you cheeky get. Cross to the back post. Villa! Oh, I thought it was going to be the lucky charm there. Can Sheffield United hold out? I haven't given you the team news, have I? I need to get the stats carousel rolling around here. Anyway, is everybody hanging up the stocking on the wall? Are you getting excited for Christmas? Somebody was saying you won't be excited if you're a turkey. They're already dead, mate. Mine's already in the fridge. They're long gone. On average, most turkeys are killed before December for Christmas. It's only if you go and buy an expensive one from a local organic butcher that they leave it late. But even they do it a good 10 days before the 25th. So, you know, I'm very good on that sort of thing. Knowledge. Don't forget our stats carousel is sponsored by OneFootball. You can download that for free on Apple and Android. Get all your latest scores and all your stats and all your latest team news. Transfers are coming up as well. Just having a quick look around social media, actually, to see if anyone's commented on that penalty. Leon Bailey's just been booked. Don't think it was. But this is just about trying to keep a clean sheet for Sheffield United. And I suppose it's that old adage, isn't it? Or that dilemma. You know, Sheffield United get promoted to go against everyone and park the bus. And I know people say, oh, we're just enjoying ourselves, but you don't really, do you? Is it enjoyable? I mean, look, Man United did it one game. Man United did it one game at Anfield, and I wouldn't fancy us doing that every week. Nitish has hung her stocking somewhere else, or his. Paula hates Christmas, just wants it gone. All the fuss for 2 days. It's longer than 2 days, though. It's longer. You get the build-up. I love the week in between Christmas and New Year. You get New Year as well. It's what you make of it, though. I always feel I don't make enough out of it. Like, I haven't watched enough things. I know I'm not... There's so much stuff I'm not going to get to watch. I'm not going to get to watch a lot of the Only Fools and Horses Christmas specials, Royal Family, Home Alone 2. There's loads of films I haven't watched. So that's what's pissed me off. But it is what it is. I think you have to. I think these days you've got to start watching them straight after Halloween. Yeah, a lot of social media and pundits, etc., saying that Villa were robbed of a penalty, which is good because they were. Looks like you have a beer belly in the keeper jersey, says Yusuf. So basically, Yusuf, you've spent $2 to be weightist, and that's acceptable, isn't it? You know, we're now going to start calling people fat. I've got loads of comebacks for fat jokes, by the way, Yusuf. I could say, yeah, well, the reason I'm fat is because every time I screw your missus, she gives me a cookie. There's plenty more like that, but I wouldn't stoop so low. I wouldn't stoop so low. Yusuf probably doesn't have a missus, actually, because with comments like that, he'd get a slap. His missus comes down the stairs and he goes, "Oh, you look like you've had a bit too many cookies in that dress." I want Villa to win, yeah. I'd want Villa to win I mean, I don't like this. I mean, I've seen it. Look, I don't like Man City, obviously, but I don't like teams against Man City who just sit in and try and get a point. I mean, I didn't really like what United did against Liverpool, but we're sort of in that position where we had to do it. I wouldn't want to do it every week, though. Jan says, I don't think Villa are going to win this. I'm not doing a Wolves. I tell you what, I'll tell you for free, I'm not going to do a Wolves check. Yusuf's got me feeling guilty now. I'm just going to have a salad on Christmas Day. I was meant to be going out Christmas Eve for something to eat. No, I'm going to cancel it. Just going to have water and carrots. You've ruined my Christmas now, Yusuf. You see, you got in my head. You've mentally abused me. I don't want to eat now because you've called me fat. I'm not fat anyway. I've got a bit of a belly on me. I do need to get down, not the gym, but I'll get rid of it. I'll make a video out of it. I lost my job in the NHS cleaning job. My Harivisic, I don't know. You need to put in full stops and commas. I can't read what you're talking about. You lost your job cleaning your job. Got out of hand, being brutally honest with colleague, challenging my manager over pay. Boss said you're done. Okay. Hello from USA, Mark. Do you think Eric Ten Hag will be our manager next season, says CG? I've got no idea. I've got no idea. I wouldn't go to the... I've got no idea. I hope he's going to be our manager next year, but obviously it's Sir Jim Radcliffe coming in. He might change his mind. I don't know. Borge says, you go to the gym 1 week in January. Okay. Mark, if you would have let Will wear his Madrid Bellingham shirt, he would have advanced to the finals, says Ben. Look, I really enjoyed that video. I'm going to watch it again tonight. Have you seen the lad that looks like Hoyland, says Mario? Yeah. 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 I don't need to lose. I don't want to turn this into a weight thing. It's going to ruin people's Christmas. There'll be people there literally watching this with a mince pie in one hand and you know, a turkey sandwich in the other, with a bottle of wine on the go. So you know, enjoy your Christmas. It only comes around once a year. I'm far from overweight. If you met me in real life, you'd say you're quite lean. But I've just got a bit of a beer belly, which I need to do something about, which is just, that's my problem. If you had one Christmas miracle to come true, says Jake. Oh, don't ask me that sort of question. Because, you know, if I say, if I say something that's materialistic, people will say, yeah, but you could have cured cancer. Which obviously I would probably, that's the one I'm picking. Thanks, Jake. What's the crack with Lawrence's hair, says Lab. Yeah, it's certainly getting in the way when he was trying to play, wasn't it? Declan says, like the video, everyone. Well, it'd be a very frustrating evening for Villa if they couldn't break this Sheffield United side down, which is why that penalty was so important. You know, you can get penalties in games, but in these sort of games, you're begging for it because you're like, it's hard to break them down. You get that penalty, you score the goal, and Sheffield United's game plan's out the window as soon as it goes in the back of the net for Villa. Team news, by the way, I haven't even been giving you that. Martinez, Cash, Konza, Longley, and Digne. Bailey, McGinn, Luis, and Ramsey with Diaby and Watkins. And Sheffield United, Fotheringham, Baldock, Robinson, Trusty, Bogle, De Souza, Costa, Norwood, Larucci, Slimani, Brooks, and Archer. And they're just about to make a double substitution, actually, here. Mark, you look great. Merry Christmas from Canada, says David Jones. Thanks, pal. And Liverpool fan here. I'm quite nervous about tomorrow game, and I have a feeling tomorrow night be a cracker. Can't wait, says Arcade. You know what my big worry about the game tomorrow is, Arcade? Is that VAR fucks it up. Because it's messed this game up. I think people are very complacent about VAR. They think it's gone. But it's not. It's still there. And it will screw you over. So... yeah, I'm just worried about it having an influence on the game like it's had a game here. Rest in peace, all the Ollie Watkin captainers, says DK. Oh, my fantasy Premier League, I've messed up. I messed up. I was doing all right this year. I think this is the year. This is the week where I'm just going to bow out gracefully. I basically forgot to do my team. The Brighton Palace game yesterday screwed me up. So somebody said, how are you doing on your fantasy Premier League? I'm doing the same as last week. I've got the same shit team. I didn't change my team. Please start an FM 20. Goal! Goal for Villa! Watkins with the assist. Bailey with the goal. Swivel on that. Swivel on that. Whoever said, rest in peace, Ollie Watkins captain us. You can swivel on that. Merry Christmas. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Oh, lol, I don't know the rest of the words. I have got Ollie Watkins in my team, and it's Bailey, and it's justice for Villa, and it's 1-0. And I tell you what, that puts them top of the league, but it also it changes the game. It changes the game. It's a bad clearance. I mean, Sheffield United can clear this, but it's a good intercept. Watkins does a lot of work here. He makes the interception. He gets it back. He puts a lovely cross in. You've got to give Watkins a lot of credit here because he's tracking back from a deeper position and he intercepts the pass. It's great work by Watkins. He's not just a scorer. He's a creator there. Some people have got Lewis Bailey. Not Lewis Bailey. Some people have got Leon Bailey and Watkins. 1-0 Villa. They are top of the league. They're top of the league at Christmas. Whoa. They're checking. They can't. They can't. There can't be a foul there. Where's the foul? There can't be a foul there. Foul on the keeper. They've got to get a better camera angle on that. Arsenal and Liverpool fans are getting quite stressed here. I can't see a foul there unless they're trying to say that he's holding on to him. Oh, I think it is going to be a foul. He's grabbing his arm. Yeah, they're going to give a foul. That's going to be a foul. It's you know what? It's absolutely incredible that VAR is going to it'll find a fucking foul to cancel a goal out, but it won't give him a foul in the first half. It's disgraceful. It's a disgrace. Absolute disgrace. Absolute disgrace, that is. Absolute disgrace. Go finding a foul to stop to stop that. It's disgusting. It's a joke. At this stage, it is a fucking joke. Where is the common sense in this game? You're going to give a soft foul to rule out a goal, but you didn't give penalties for genuine fouls in the first half. I think this is, you know what? I'll be honest. I think that's a foul on the keeper. But it's less of a foul than the foul on Watkins in the first half. And that's what I mean. It's VAR is broken. Because it's inconsistent. This is the whole problem. If you're going to have technology, it's got to be consistent. And it's inconsistent. Yeah. Yeah, you're a fucking idiot, Taylor. You're a fucking idiot. Oh, look at... Yeah, foul this time, but not last time. Fuck off. I'm tired of this. I don't even support Aston Villa. And in the same game... You've got a soft foul ruling a goal out. But in the first half, you've got a two-handed foul not giving a penalty. And he's grabbing the shirt of Ramsey, the defender. Absolute disgrace. It's just... Just unbelievable. It's out. The incompetence is out of control. Christian says, I lost 20k, 20 kilograms. Mark, ain't got no belly. Fat comments are a waste of energy. Keep up the work and Merry Christmas, says Christian. Thank you, Christian. The joy I had to watch the Carabao Cup games without VAR was so pleasing. Oh, yeah. They weren't great games, were they, Arcade? But they were great in the sense that none of this stop-start shit. Man City winning 5 trophies in a calendar year. People are already calling them the best club in English history. Best year in an English club's history, definitely, but they still have a way to go, says Jack. And if an alien landed in England and saw your referee system, he'd swear you're all a third world country, says Parker. I mean, I despair. It's the inconsistency. There'll be people saying, but it was a foul. He's pulling his arm. But it's the inconsistency. Watch the first half. Look at the fouls that Villa don't get. I mean, how the same VAR people can go, we think there's a foul here. It might be soft, but you might want to have a look at it. And if I was Anthony Taylor, I'd be going, well, I want you to have a look at why didn't you say this about the fouls in the first half? It's just incredible. 4 minutes that took as well, says Bart. Yeah, 4 minutes. And also, on the goalkeeper foul, the Villa players having his shirt pulled. And on the cross, Sheffield United players are grabbing hold of Villa players. Jason says, how is that in the same phase of play? Well, exactly. Sheffield United have got the ball. Sheffield United have got the ball after the goalkeeper's been fouled. They fuck up by not clearing it. It's 2 bites at the cherry. It's a great point. Jason makes a great point. All right, there's a foul on the goalkeeper, but Sheffield United win the ball and run away with it and lose it. Again, it's just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. How far do you go back as well? Because it's a different phase of play. So why don't we go back 3 minutes before every goal? You know, it's just fucking stupid. It's a mess. The whole thing's a mess. And they don't even know what they're doing. So how are we supposed to know? Hi there makes a good point. If that Sheffield United player on the break doesn't get tackled by Watkins and they score, do they go back for the foul on the keeper? No. Well, they don't because it's an advantage, isn't it? Sean says, this overanalyzing everything is a bloody joke and it's destroying the game. I've played the game. And it is a joke, you're right. We'll be going till 11 o'clock tonight anyway, how much they've added on here. Look, I can't wait for Liverpool-Arsenal tomorrow. I don't really have a horse in that race. I can't. I don't want Liverpool to win because they're our biggest rival, but it's weird. I don't really, I don't like either club because it's a rivalry thing, but I do love football, so I'm just looking forward to that tomorrow. But of course I'm going to want Sheffield United to win. Of course I want Aston Villa to win. As a Manchester United fan, of course I want Aston Villa to win because out of all 4 clubs, I'd rather Villa won the league. On Boxing Day, it's a different matter. I want Man United to win. I suppose some Man United fans might be like, well, I want to win. I want to win because I want Sheffield United to win so we can catch Aston Villa. But I don't think we're in the right position at the moment to be catching Aston Villa. I think you've got to start playing well before you do that. Can we get an Agadoo song? Says United Reds TV. If Villa score, I'll do Agadoo. Are you doing a watch-along for Liverpool-Arsenal? Yes. Try and stop me, mate. Can't wait. Can't wait. James Guy says, I want Villa to lose to give us a shot at 4th or 5th. I don't think that's relevant at the moment, really. We're not even halfway through the league until after Boxing Day. I don't think we need Villa to be dropping points yet. I think that's a really weak mentality. We're not playing well enough to get top 4. So why would you want Villa to start dropping points? Because you might want Villa to win the league. when we're in mid-table. So I think Villa are... He needs booking, he does. He's been dirty for a while. It's been a bit of a robbery in Birmingham tonight, Villa. The goal disallowed was weird, considering loads of Villa players were being fouled. And the fouls not given in the first half of the penalties are just incredible. Yamin says, what's better, Friday night or Saturday night? Depends what you're doing. Mark, why do you think Eric Ten Hag gave Mount the Ronaldo jersey to some B-grade Chelsea reject? Thanks very much for your super chat, Parker. I don't know. I don't understand the Mason Mount signing. I read something today that was very, very spot on, actually, when you think about it. Mason Mount only had a year left on his contract, and he just had a crap season for Chelsea, and Man United gave him 55 million. Overpaid. Stig, thanks for your super chat. He says 2 clear penalties on Watkins. Yes, foul on the keeper, but Ramsey gets pulled in the shirt, so it's a penalty. I'm so sick of VAR. Every goal is analysed, says Stig. Well, it's the second phase of play. That foul on the goalkeeper is irrelevant. I don't know why. It's a great point. But I agree with you, Stig. There should have been 2 penalties to Villa. I mean, the game. The trouble for Villa is the game is just slipping away, isn't it? This is these are those sort of games where if you want to be in a top 4 race or a title race, you got to find a way to win these sort of games. It's been a frustrating night for them. They've got to keep their heads, keep their mentality, and find a way to win because the game is slipping away. Have Villa played good? I think it's been hard for them, really. You're up against the team that just wants to park the bus and get a 0-0. They're not opening up at all, Sheffield United. Thanks everyone who's watching, by the way. Please do subscribe to the channel. Bottom right-hand corner to do it. We're very close to 78,000. And thanks everybody who has been watching the YouTuber Wembley Football Knockout. We've had 120,000 views on that, and it's only been up since lunchtime. So if you've not given it a watch or you want to watch it again, I'll drop the link in a little bit later. But please do subscribe, and we have got Arsenal versus Liverpool tomorrow. And on Christmas Eve, it's part 2 of that YouTuber Knockout where we get to the final and see who wins. I know who wins. I know who wins. Got an idea for a new number 1 Christmas song. All I Want for Christmas is No VAR, says Jack. I'd buy it. Yeah, but it's difficult for Villa because they're just, trying to find opportunities against the yellow wall, really. If the goalkeeper wasn't fouled, the player wouldn't have lost the ball since the keeper could have grabbed it. I think that's why they gave it, says Robert. And cheers, Mark, for all your work over the year, keeping us entertained. Hope you and the family have a super Christmas and a great 2024. Stu, thank you, and to you as well. That's a penalty. That's a handball. He's bloody palmed it away with his hand. Watch this. Oh, no, maybe his chest. Checking a possible penalty. I think it's his upper arm, to be fair. I don't think this is a penalty. I think it's gone there, hasn't it? Yeah. I'm not going to scream disgrace on that one. He's very lucky. He's moved his arm. It would have been deliberate, but it's his upper arm. Hi, Mark. Greetings from Germany. I wish you and the family a Merry Christmas. Keep up the great work, says Paul. Thank you, Paul. Thank you very much for your lovely super chat, and Merry Christmas to you and your family as well. Appreciate that. And who would be your 3 ideal signings in January, Mark? Says United Reds TV. No, I can't answer that question, mate. There is no ideal signings in January because we haven't got the money for me to do it. So I can't hypothetically talk. I think realistically, you're talking about maybe Todibo from Nice because Sir Jim Radcliffe owns them. And, maybe a Werner on loan or something like that. I don't know. I'd bring a midfielder in, but I've got no idea. We haven't got any money. Either or, Anthony Taylor or Michael Oliver, says Jack. I think you could substitute either of those referees and say either or Anthony Taylor or a bag of cement because they're about as fucking useful. Although, to be fair to Anthony Taylor, VAR should be helping him out on the penalties in the first half. They haven't shown us the angle for upper arm, but it looked like it was upper arm to me, which is not a penalty, is it? Three ideal signings for Chelsea, Philippe. Striker. Victor Osimhen. And it will change you. I've been saying it for about a year. Chelsea just need to go and buy a bloody top-class striker. It will change you overnight. They're starting to shoot from silly angles now, Villa. About 20 minutes to go. Demi says Bellingham ain't going to United. He signed for Dortmund and then went to Real Madrid, mate. Solid Blake says the problem is Villa are going to start to try and force it now, which I think you're absolutely right. Never try and force it. If you've ever been in a situation, I'm talking about number 2s, don't try and force it. Villa are getting robbed, says Standard. James says, you wanted United to buy Mount. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Stop lying. And I was shocked when we were in for Mason Mount. I backed the signing, but he was never on my list to buy him. Christmas Eve is the best day of the year, says Eamon. Oh, come on. That should have been a goal there. It was a lovely cross into Leon Bailey. He's got it stuck under his feet. I walked past John McGinn yesterday morning. I said it on the podcast today. He's smaller than me, 5'10". He was in an all-black tracksuit and he had really white trainers on. We need a Kalina type referee in the Premier League, says Jack. They don't make them like that anymore. Did I talk to him? No, I don't talk to strangers. Like I walked around the corner and I was looking at my phone and hold on. Oh no, he's got him. Well done, Konza. Yeah, I didn't say anything. I only realised as I went past, and also I'm not the sort of person that goes, John, can I have an autograph? I didn't know whether I'd slagged him off on streams as well, so you've got to be very careful. Ross makes a good point. He says, Sheffield United look a bit of a danger on the counter. Well, that'd just be bloody typical, wouldn't it? Sheffield United win here, and there'd be an uproar. And he nearly, good shot. Martinez makes a good save. What was yours and Ben's prediction on this game? Yeah, I guarantee we both said Villa win. Aston Villa in crisis. It's a video ready to go. No, I'm not doing a video for this anyway. No, I'm not doing a match reaction for this. Mark, can I have an autograph, says Joel. Yep, there you go, look. And Chelsea should buy any of the Mexican forwards that scored against Barcelona yesterday, says Oscar. And imagine, Mark, Man United, who sold more Ronaldo and Beckham jerseys than the world, doesn't have money, says M. Parker. Offside. Well, time is ticking on here for Villa. Very frustrating evening. Andre says the game would have been great if Sheffield United had come out a bit. They can't. They can't come out a bit, though, can they, really? They'd get beat. I understand why Sheffield United are doing it. It's their only chance, and Chris Wilder's obviously just trying to keep them up. Babby, I've done 2 videos on the United Stand about that article, so I don't know why you're asking about it. Would I want John McGinn at Manchester United? No, but I do think he's better than some of the players we've got. McTominay was with him. You just can't see him, says Jack. Frustrating evening for Villa. And a good night for Sheffield United so far. Doing a good job, McGinn, though. I mean, look where they are in the league. And a lot of Scottish people say he's the best player. Yeah, if you've got Ollie Watkins as your captain tonight, it's not delivered, has it? I've got to admit, I had a couple of... talk about Amazon deliveries. I know it's not always their fault because they don't always sell everything. But I've had 2 things I've had to cancel that were meant to come midweek. They said it will come for Christmas. And now it says the 28th. Boring story, innit? Nearly an own goal here. Cross came in. I think it flies off Matty Cash. No, it's not Matty Cash. I think it goes off Konza. Nearly goes in. Corner to Sheffield United. Bloody hell, it's not far off at all. Hi, Mark. Merry Christmas to you and your loved ones, says Benny. Merry Christmas to you as well. I can't stand VAR. It's like Super League. No one likes the idea of it, and it's just unnecessary. Thanks, Benny. Could you do the shush celebration for an edit? Well, I'll do it when there's a goal, mate. I'm not in the mood to start doing acting classes. We're not talking about polar bears tonight, says Warren G. No, it's been a bit of a weird watch along for me because I only started it at half time. Johan, we did Home Alone 1 or Home Alone 2 the other night, and Home Alone 1 kicked its arse, and I agree. Villa have not been good in the final third tonight, says Simon. I think it's hard to be good in the final third when the team's parking the bus. I mean, they're basically playing a back 7. Breaking well here, Sheffield United. I mean, it's not beyond the realms of possibility that they could get something on the break. Emery's getting pissed off. Just kicks the air. You've got to defend better there. Good block. And a shot over the bar. They're definitely getting more attempts on goal, Sheffield United, in this last 10 minutes. What Watchalong's doing this weekend. So Man United against West Ham at West Ham tomorrow lunchtime on the United Stand. And then Liverpool against Arsenal on here at 5 o'clock tomorrow. I'm on TalkSport tomorrow night. And then Sunday's Christmas Eve. I'm not doing anything Christmas Eve. I wouldn't pick Wolves Chelsea as a game to do a watch along anyway. Thoughts and prayers with Wolves and Chelsea fans. I think it's a real shitter having to do that. on Christmas Eve. Here's a good ball. Oh, good defending though. You can't pick that up. It's a pass back. They never give that. They never give pass backs anymore, do they? Be a good result for Liverpool and Arsenal though. United did not play a back five against Liverpool. Finally received my Christmas Ganacho ho-ho jumper, says KC, just in time. I'm glad you got it, mate. And he kicked McTominay in the balls. I saw it, says Jack Glancy. And do you think Harry Kane will break Lewandowski's record of 41 goals in the Bundesliga, says Jim. I don't massively care because I don't really watch Bundesliga football, but I think if he stays fit, he will. Obviously, injury... Always used to say this about Aguero. I think Aguero would have won the Golden Boot a lot more, but he always seemed to pick up a hamstring or something that kept him out for a couple of months. Daniel needs Watkins to score. Well, you're running out. I have got Watkins as well. Not my captain, but I have got him. Chaz says, would you rather be chased by a polar bear or Mbappe? Well, a polar bear's quicker than Mbappe, as hard as that's to believe. So I would definitely rather be chased by Mbappe, because if he caught me, he's probably only about... I could beat Mbappe up easily. What's he going to do? Tickle me. Oh. Could be a red card here for Durant. Silly frustration. Keep your eye on that. Threw his fist, threw his hand to slap him. You never know. With Anthony Taylor in charge, you just don't know. You've got VAR these days as well. No, he won't get a red for that. He won't get a red for that. Needs to calm down a bit, though. Oh, Anthony Taylor wants to wait. I might be able to get a red card out. No. Never in a million years. Yeah, nothing given. Absolutely spot on. I'll tell you what, I bet Villa fans thought the way the game's going, he'll get a red for that. But they've done well here, Sheffield United. Goal! I can't fucking believe it. I can't believe it. It was almost written in the stars from about 10 minutes ago. No red card, but Sheffield United score on the break. It's anti-football. It's completely and utterly anti-football. But for Sheffield United, it's about all they can do. And they've scored on the break, and it's a good goal. And Villa have fallen asleep. They're going to... I said they've got to keep their heads in the last 10 minutes. They've had a lot of stuff going against them. Emery looks absolutely pissed. It's just one of those games. It's one of those games where we've seen it time and time again. It's Greece 2004. You just don't understand how this can happen. And it happens, and it's a lovely bit of play. I don't know who it is on the wing, but the defending from Villa is not very good either. There's 4 players back there, and they don't mark up the striker. Bad defending by Villa, but lovely play by Sheffield United. I don't know who he is for Sheffield United, that number 8. Who is he? Who got the assist on that? Hamer. Lovely play. Lovely play. Legit goal by Sheffield United. You can't knock it. It's a good goal. But Emery will just be fuming. Absolutely fuming. Losing to Sheffield United at home. Got a feel for Villa, says Martin. You do and you don't. Like, you know, decisions, they've been robbed. They've definitely been robbed. But football has a way of doing this. You know, you can dominate and then the opposition will go and get a goal at the other end. And that's why you need to get those decisions. You can't afford those decisions. It's like the Arsenal one against Newcastle. You can't afford. Good save by the keeper on the back post. They should have scored there, Villa. You can't afford those mistakes. You can't afford those mistakes to go against you. So we've got 2 minutes to go. I mean, this half has flown by as well. There'll be a bit of stoppage time. There might be 10 minutes, but even if Villa get one back, it's still points dropped, isn't it? Look at Sheffield United as well. 11 points if they win. Corner Villa. Coventry's best player last season, Hamer, stopping Villa. Love it, says Mike. He did very well. He did very, very well. Lots of people captain Watkins. Thomas says Goldbridge is a closet Villa fan. Well, if I'm a closet Villa fan, I'm a closet Brighton fan, I'm a closet Spurs fan, I'm a closet Everton fan. No, I'm not a closet anything. I'm just a fan of football. That's why the channel's called That's Football. It's not called the United Stand. When I'm on the United Stand, that's United. When United play Villa on Boxing Day, I want Villa to get smashed. This is a football channel where we watch football. I wanted Villa to win because I've got mates who are Villa fans who I was out with last night and I want them to win. But I also want them to win because I'd rather Villa win the league than Liverpool, Arsenal or Man City. So it's as simple as that. Makes the next 2 games for Man United more important, says KC. Nine minutes added on. But what I will say is that nothing's going to escape the fact that if Villa get that penalty and score it, they win this game. And nothing's going to escape the fact that they should have got that penalty. So VAR is going to fuck everyone. I don't know whether VAR has done Villa this year. It's done Man United, it's done Brighton, it's done Liverpool, it's done Arsenal, it's done a lot of teams. Well, if it's not done Villa before, it's done you now. Would you rather Liverpool or City win the Prem, says Kevin? I don't know yet. I'll deal with that later. Later in the season, if I have to. It's done Wolves a lot of times, Kev. You're right, yeah. But you know what? What I will say about this is fair play to Sheffield United. It's a legit goal. They've not been you can't say the goal was lucky. They've scored a legit goal. It's not their fault. VAR's been shit. And also, you've got to look at Villa and say, it's a straightforward win to put yourself top. And they've not done it. And is that the issue? They don't have the experience of doing this. And maybe they've been a bit naive in this game. Bark, the champ, thank you very much for your super chat. Gives Man United a chance to catch top 4, says Casey. I don't like this chat. I don't like this shit at all. Gives Man United a chance to get top 4. Have you watched United this season? This hypothetical top 4 drive we're going to have. We're fucking shit, mates. We might get beat by West Ham tomorrow. Mark, have you watched the Cocaine Bear movie? No, I haven't, Yusuf. Watkins goes down in the box. No appeal. McGinn. He's not very good, that Duran, is he? I don't know what that substitution was all about, Duran. He doesn't look that good at all for Villa. He's probably going to score an equaliser in a minute, but he doesn't look that good. I know he's young. Luke says, this is a crazy result. Unbelievable. It's Christmas. Ollie Watkins went down there. McBurney. Wins a foul. Mark, you only want Villa to win because you clearly have an agenda against Arsenal. Mate, you can have one of them. What is this guy on about? What is he on about? How many videos have I done? Mate, your fans were sacking Arteta, and I was saying that Arteta will do a good job at your club. I don't know where that comes from. I think Man United will be okay. I trust Ten Hag, says KC, and be grateful you support United. I support Charlton, says Yudoy. I was down that that video on the homepage, the YouTuber knockout. That was at Charlton's indoor training ground. I've got an agenda against Arsenal. I'm a Man United fan, mate. I haven't got an agenda against anyone. If we had an agenda against anyone at the moment, it's likely to be Crystal Palace. Like, that's how low we are. As if I've got a fucking agenda against Arsenal. I can't believe that's probably the biggest wind-up comment of the year, and I don't get wound up. I've got an agenda against Arsenal. Fucking hell. You dope. I've really let that bother me too much. Mark, I agree Man United... Oh, cross comes in, headed away. Mark, I agree Man United have been terrible, but still more drop points around us are a good thing, says Martin. I wanted Villa to win. I'm not going to lie. I wanted Villa to win. But United have got to beat West Ham tomorrow, and then we've got to beat Villa on Boxing Day as well. So he's not giving a foul for that as well. I think they're going to be fuming about this referee. Merry Christmas, Mark. You're the best. Much love from the USA, says Wabber. Thank you very much, mate. And Merry Christmas to you. When are you next streaming EAFC? I've never said I am. I left. I said no. I said that's it, Yadoy. I said no, that's it. I finished. I probably will be back, but I haven't committed to doing it again. I've just put a tweet out about Anthony Taylor. I just said it amazes me how he's still got a job. Every game he referees, he seems to ruin. This, and look, talking about agendas, that goes... How many... Look, I don't need to apologise to Anthony Taylor. This is not an agenda. This is not sensationalist. I've been on about him for years. I stopped doing the FA Cup watch-along between Chelsea and Arsenal because I just... and I'm not a Chelsea fan, and I'm not an Arsenal fan. He bloody ruined it. So, I don't know how he... I don't know how they keep him in a job. He ruins games of football. Who remembers this Mark Classic? Villa are coming, Newcastle are coming, there's 2 or 3 cup teams coming, and they're coming hard, says Ricky's grandson. I vaguely remember it. Johan said on about the Christmas quiz between me and Ben. Mate, you're exactly right. The logo round and the goalkeeper round killed us, yeah. It was set up, let's be honest. It was a set-up. Goal! Villa! Zaniolo. They've got an equaliser. With 2 minutes to go. Now, wait for VAR to chuck it out. Let's have a look. VAR is going to turn this up. This won't be a goal. I wouldn't react if I was a Villa fan here. This probably won't be a goal. Yeah, they're going to go back for that foul on the halfway line again. There's a foul in the build-up. This won't be a goal. Oh, he's got up, though, in the background. Let's have a look. Cross comes in. Yeah. Well, they still might go back. There's no offside there. He can't be offside there. Luis with the assist and Zaniolo with the goal. No, he's not. Offside. Bloody hell. He's miles on. It's whether they go back for that player on the halfway line. Yellow card for Aston Trusty. Are they reviewing it again? No. Look at that. That's shocking, isn't it? From a goal kick, they've just booted it out. It's like playing rugby. Hi, Mark. Perhaps more surprise results coming, says Dominic. I hope so. I hope we do get some good results over Christmas. Why would Mark have an agenda against anyone if he does watch-alongs with all Premier League teams? Makes no sense, says Casey. League table. We'll have a look at it in a moment. There's not long left here. Zaniola again. Oh, I don't know what he was trying to do there. He tried to be clever. SBS, start bench sell, Torres. Oh, I don't know, Theo. Torres. Yeah, I'll do that. And no, the goal's been given for Villa. Who do you think will be top of for Christmas, says Lays? I said after the international break on the Goldbridge Save Football podcast, if for anyone who listens, thanks for supporting us. I did say that I thought that Liverpool would be top at Christmas. And I think they will be. I enjoy your content. Keep it up, Mark, says Mucky. But of course, for Liverpool to be top at Christmas, I think they need to win tomorrow, don't they? Yeah. So Villa are joint with Arsenal at the moment. And Liverpool need to win to go top. A draw puts Arsenal top at Christmas. So Arsenal are in a position now where a draw will do. Matty Cash is out of the Manchester United game as well. Referee's surely going to blow up here now. It's in the other end. And I feel that Aston Villa will be relieved to get a point, but will be even more pissed off about the penalties decisions. Yadoi says Man City will win the league. I still think Man City might win the league. Did Rodri get injured? Was that just a joke, or is Rodri actually injured? Referee blows the whistle. Villa ain't very happy. Emery goes and shakes his hand. VAR. Apparently Rodri did get injured. Yeah, I don't know what happened to him, but if Rodri was out for a period of time, they'll struggle. They will struggle, but follow through tackle apparently. Yeah, I'd agree with Morgan. No Rodri, no Premier League for City. Name the 5 British players to play for Madrid, says Alex. 5 British players. Beckham, Owen, McManaman, Bale, Bellingham. I would have thought there was more. I can't believe I've just done that off my head. Genius. They're definitely 5. I'm trying to think. There must be more. Didn't John Toshak play for them and he was Welsh? Woodgate, yeah. Bale isn't British. Yeah, well, last time I checked, Wales was in Britain, Harmish. You might want to do a bit of geography. Fucking hell. What's Wales then if it's not in Britain? Bloody hell. You know, I don't mind people thinking it might not be right, but when they profess to know it and they're wrong, yeah. Okay. Look, there's the stats. They're a little bit better for Sheffield United in the second half. At least they had 5 shots on 2 on target. They'd had none at half time. Look, Villa robbed, says David. I think they were. I think VAR has screwed Villa over there big time. And They've done well to get a point, but rest in peace, captaincy of Watkins, says Baba as well. Thank you very much. It's a big day tomorrow. Gary Lineker played for Barcelona, not Real Madrid. Document with Brian. It's a big game tomorrow. Manchester United are at West Ham. I'm on the United stand tomorrow lunchtime. And then tomorrow at 5 o'clock, you've got the amazing Liverpool against Arsenal game, which is, for me, and I said it weeks ago, is going to be an absolute cracker. So make sure you are on That's Football for that tomorrow. Amazingly, 42% said it wasn't a penalty for Wolves, but I think we've been infiltrated by a lot of Liverpool and Arsenal fans who didn't want them to win tonight, which you got your own way. I've just dropped the link in the description for, you might not have seen it today. Please go and give it a watch, because we've got episode 2 coming out on Christmas Eve. It's the YouTuber knockout, football knockout, basically Wembley. Remember Wembley used to play at school, where there's a goalkeeper and 7 or 8 players, you score and you go through. Give it a watch. If you've already given it a watch, give it another watch. Links in the live chat and it's on the homepage. I think you'll really enjoy that. And the final is out on Christmas Eve for you as well. A bit of fun at the end of the year, which is what we like to do. Thanks, everyone. We're back tomorrow. I'll speak to you later. Take care.